Stream, have you returned to me? You have. Wonderful. Alright, well, I had my little detour on World of Warcraft. Oh, I still didn't do my free quest on my Paladin. That's okay. I'll do it before I go to bed. Anyways, I've decided that I'd like to get back to a little Neverwinter Nights. If I'm ever gonna get through all this garbage, I gotta forge ahead. Done fucked up, eh, Ron? Alright. Where do we leave off? Oh, right. I can't free what's-his-face because I accidentally exited out of the quest. Right. I remember now. But, oh, well. Nax, I hardly knew ye. Linu, are you coming? Are you coming, girl? Alright, so there wasn't anything else in this one, but there was another area off of Coldwood. I believe it was Coldwood. So we can head there. Remains? Did I not loot these? I did. They just are, they're regular bolts and I don't need them. Regular bolts and I don't need them. Right, this is just Coldwood. Zombie warrior. Exploded zombie warriors.
Perish as you should.
Linda, what are you doing? Off and off. Get your head in the game, girl. Leaving me here to rot. Oh, we should bring a couple things up. One, we should close this stupid website because it's so resource intensive. But let's bring up that, and also, are there any diamonds in chapter 3, Neverwinter Nights? Okay, so we'll just supposedly there's one in the snow globe, and then beyond that, I just might get one from random things as a draw.
Perish as you should.
So that's fine. of skeleton piles waiting to jump at me. Ooh, there's a vampire. How spooky. Anything else? There's another corpse. Linux. You're prepared to do vampires.
Your blood will
Don't start running off after them on your own. Is it wrong that every time I see a bastard sword, I moderately regret choosing a long sword? It's not like a heavy regret. It's just like a. It's a small regret that I have. You know? You know, sometimes you just have small regrets. That's like my slightly milder version of the no regrets tattoo. A revenant. Are you familiar with revenants? Revenants are they're kind of like liches, only they're almost accidental. So, like a lich, a wizard has decided to become undead. And a revenant is a wizard who was like too stubborn to die, and so they willed themselves to keep existing as an undead. They're kind of similar. They're both undead wizards, but one kind of did it on purpose, and the other one just did it because they're stubborn jerk. Like, I've got unfinished wizard business to attend to. I refuse to die. Just because they're both magic and stubborn, they keep on living as a revenant. And I too plan on living forever. So far, so good.
let the earth take.
Lenny, are you stuck on the door? Where'd that revenant? He's still around. Revenant. It's weird though, because he's not a wizard, but I'm pretty sure that indeed, at least in first edition, I'll amend, at least in first edition, revenants were wizards. They were like liches, only they didn't do any prep.
Perish as you should.
First ranger, a bunch of mummies. God, this place is crazy. It's not dropped. I'm not getting like real fast. All over here. Did we check this guy yet? There's so many corpses. Oh, I clicked out of the window. Some fire arrows, okay. Barrel. Corpse. Just a pile of mummies to fight? Well, fine. I didn't open this crate yet, did I? I think we were hidden from my view. Or just the crate was hidden from my view. I got the bear Okay, so you can go away now. Limping.
I'm all done here.
Apparently, I might get a slightly better Linu if I install a patch, or maybe
All
even
right,
find
dear.
a mod that
Jacassi.
improves their AI.
Excuse my elf.
But you know what? I might do the patch rebuild, but I don't know that I would find a mod because Linu's garbage AI, I think, is it's part of her charm at this point. I expect her to die, and she expects to die. We've come to this agreement. A tomb entrance, okay. Can we nap? There's enemies nearby. What enemies? I don't see any enemies. I see enemies. I would like to lay on hands. Linu. The only spell you should be casting. I guess heal is good too. You should have used the actual heal spell, you know? Alright, Linu. I'm absolutely astounded that you didn't die. Why would you use heal as your last spell? You should have used that when you were really low. And then you wouldn't have had to cast all those other spells. Because you would have healed back to full. Because that's what the heal spell does, Linu. You know? That's what your heal spell does. Alright, so... Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a vampire champion.
Goddess, take you
Alright,
now!
let's get some divine might going. And some divine shield. Alright. Wow, she gave me a lot of experience. But, a vampire victim. And another corpse? Is it... Okay, there's a door here. I see. There's two doors. Did I finish? Yeah, okay. I finished what's over here. I kind of want to check what's over there. Maybe we'll throw a save. Throw a save at it. Maybe throw a nap at it. I should have got another soda while I was up. That's alright. I should switch to water anyway. Especially since I have like 3 half-drank bottles of water just sitting around here. Alright. Let's check what's in the other part of this map. We have a Ghoul Lord and a Ghoul Ravager. Pile of chests. And a bunch of gas. See, when you're using Turn Undead at the start of the fight is a great decision. I knew you have good decisions in you. A Ghoul Lord is only worth 3 experience? That's kind of disappointing.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it.
Crack them open. Potion of Cure Critical. A silver ring.
Perish as you should.
Perish as you should. Sapphires. Why can't you just give me a diamond so I can make my better sword?
I'm all done here.
Is that too much to ask? I may ask the DM toolset if I could have a diamond if you don't decide to give me one soon. Okay. Let me just double check that I don't think there was anything over here, but I can't see the end, so. Okay. Good, good. Now we are ready to enter the tomb. I don't know if there's a difference between those two entrances. Oh. On which roll, Ray? Oh, right. They have game restrictions. How dare you? Oh, well, we got a chest for our trouble. A succubus stone. That's got to be a companion item, right? Like, that's not a... Ooh, Morlich Warriors?
Goddess, take you now!
Let's do it.
Goddess, take you now!
You're lucky you're immune to critical hits, son. No chest this time. Did the witches drop anything? They did not. Okay. Alright. I believe you. There's nothing in here. Okay, so then this is presumably the exit, right? No. Then what does that other door go to? There were 2 doors. And according to this map, I should have like run into wherever the other door goes.
Perish as you should.
Okay, deal with the revenant. Now the chieftain. Thanks for the heal, Linu. God, you spoil me tonight. That's the only heal you cast on me, and I still feel spoiled. Okay. Just face tanking all the traps. Can't now. Oh. An iron golem, a glyph generator. I don't know what any of this crap is. Alright. Come on, iron golem. What did it say? Do I have to destroy the animals? Because like, holy shit. Should have been paying attention. Alright. Well, now I have to redo it. So then, because I wasn't saving proactively. Alright, so I can't open that door.
Sorry.
Well, I'm glad. To a certain extent, I'm glad. Because I would have been continuing to worry about that other door. In the meantime, we got liches to kill. Why are you fighting the door? Oh, because you didn't get through.
In the name of Sanin Moonbow!
See, you found your way. Okay, Linu, get out of the way. I've got more liches to kill. Although my brief foray into the necromancer on Diablo 3 yesterday makes me wish I had undead minions. You know? In this game too. Like maybe I have to start another game at some point. And no, I've played through this whole game. Gonna finish it. I'm gonna take my paladin, who is much more altruistic in nature. I'm gonna take him through the whole thing. I must resist. Must resist the temptation. But I am saying it would be nice to have an undead minion. It's all I'm saying. Alright. So I can't rest, right? Because that guy counts as a thing. This way. Bring my map back up. Can we break this door down?
I'm all done
We
here.
can.
Takasi! Oh, excuse
This
my
just has
elbow.
undead and pedestals upon which to place things.
Goddess, take you now!
Okay. So this room, we don't know what to do. We've got pedestals to enunciate correctly. was it a show? Was it Arrested Development that they thought it was pedal stool? Tablet of purple light. The carvings is if it was meant to hold a small stone or gem. The princess hides within her chambers, never does she leave the room. Betrothed to the one she does not love, she weeps for a forbidden groom. So,
I don't think I
it's
can
obvious
do
that
that.
the puzzle contains
Sorry.
likely to protect something of great value. The protections on the central seem to be linked to the forest surrounding. So presumably I have to find the thing that does these other things. Maybe that's what that gem is that I've already found. The guard stands ever vigilant, never noticed, he stands ignored. A sworn oath to protect his master. Service is its own reward. Okay. A young man locked beneath a castle, punished for forbidden love. His broken body writhes in torment, his wife imprisoned above. And what's our last clue? The king sits ever on his throne. Regal wisdom is his gaze. Heroes come to bow before him. His subjects sing his name with praise. Well, none of those seem like the succubus stone is the right answer, right? Like, that doesn't seem like the answer to those questions. Mortal. A visitor. This is unexpected. Please, do not let the old tales of demons dissuade you from talking. There is much help I can give you. How can you help? Why, I can give you so many things, and I can do things for you too. I can help you. But you will need to help me too. You will need to bring me things I need to restore my lost powers so I can help you. Tell me more about how you can help. Do you want magic? I have great magic to give you, or I can perform a service for you. There are doors within this temple, doors that cannot be easily opened. I will open them if you wish. What two are talismans of my power, a ring, a necklace, and a gem. Taken from me. Lanny? You say tomato. I say tomato. Bound me to your service. With these talismans back in my possession, my lost power will be restored and I can escape this prison. Prison is over there. As mages are wont. Is that how you spell want in that context? To do. To my kind. Even her deadline goes and not please me. Alright. We'll think about it. Alright, so there's lots of places to go that way. There are also places to go this way. Let's check to see chapter 3 Lands Doom. Alright, I want to know Okay, so, apparently she double crosses us anyway. So, knowing that it will end in a sweet fight with the Cyclist.
Well, hello there.
I'd like you to open all the doors. Great. Doors are open. Oh, hey. You can actually see all the doors. Alright, let's give a save. Let me give a little save. And a stretch. Dip my toe to jacuzzi, baby. Ho ho ho, who's this? God, this guy always does so much damage. Apparently the Revenant's here. Jeez. Long sword. Looks like a plus 3 or 2. It's rude.
In the name of Sandy Moonbow!
It's rude, rude, rude. Rude, rude, rude. Plus 1 comma. Comma, chameleon. There you go. There you go, girl. Got tons of
all
healing
done here.
things. We should just start using them a little bit more, you know? When we can't rest. Alright, so here's another iron golem. Or was this the same one that I found before? Alright. So we want to deal with these glyph generators. Since they eventually make him invulnerable. Alright, Linu. Be careful. He hits very hard. Does he just fall over when you're done hitting the generators? Whatever.
Ipu, Soleno, Samatska. Ipu, Soleno, Samatska.
I don't know if it's too loud for you guys. I have it kind of turned up a little bit. Let's turn it down just a smidge. You know? Just in case it's loud. I don't think it was very loud before, but
Let the earth take you.
you know, just in case. Jeez. Let's go ahead and give me a little lay on hands, love. Great. Now let's deal with the Revenant, I guess. Linu, what are you up to? Should have used the 7 stack first. God. How's it going out here? You doing okay? I was fighting a bunch of undead in there. What were you doing? No, it's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just, you know, disappointed, I guess. Okay, let's see if you survive this trap. Oh, it was just a trap for me. We've got the gem of misery. It's the good gem misery. We're gonna make it to these chests. Ooh, that hurt.
My pack is too heavy.
Is it?
It's difficult to carry.
I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, I got a bunch of room. Look at that. All kinds of weight freed up. I feel like I had another. There was another one of these that was empty. No, I filled it up with stuff. Okay. Well, fine then. What do we think? Do we think this chest kills us, or do we think it's a sissy trap?
All right,
it
dear.
wasn't a sissy.
I'm getting to it.
Wasn't a sissy trap,
I'm all done.
but it didn't
here.
kill us. It did almost kill Linu. Okay, we got a new cloak. All right, there's more chests, but there's no more enemies. But let's still go back. We'll do some identifying. We'll do some selling. Oh, you're not the guy. You're not the guy to sell to. It's Nurik. He's the proprietor. Alright, what's this do, Nurik? Greater protection versus law. I am the law. Oh, what's this do? Thavian Circlet. I like the way this looks, but I don't need it. It doesn't further my causes to have it pluses to intelligence, you know? Oh, I got some feedback. Oh, hold on. I got some feedback on a presentation I did at work I wanna catch up on. Alright, cool. That was some good feedback. Sorry to watch me read feedback. But I was out of town when we had to give the presentation, so my manager suggested that I just do a recording for it, to which I jokingly mentioned that I could Ring of Melv. Oh, I haven't had this equipped this whole time. Gah! I'm an idiot. To which I jokingly mentioned that if he wanted, I could green screen myself into the presentation. It'd be like I was even there. And he thought that was neat and said, have at it. And so I did. And so I was interested to see. He kind of had some delays in getting to it. So I was interested to see what the thought was. God, why do I have so many of these? Greater Swordsman Belt? I mean, I'm probably never gonna give up the Strength Belt, but maybe we should hang on to it in case we get like just decimated by someone with slashing damage. Yeah, so just people using your typical sword. And what does this do? An Uthgard Holy Shield. It gives you strength +2, charisma -2, and an 8, and it's a +2 shield. Well, that is a pretty good shield, except for I'm all about that charisma. So we're gonna go ahead and sell it. I think that's the one I was actually hanging on to in case I come across alright, that's I want to actually fight good people. I've been hanging on to interesting shields and interesting long swords. I haven't been drinking those before I try to identify things. The Ring of Melf is neat. I can hang on to the sword because it'll let me do the thing. I probably don't need this. I've kind of given up on trying to identify things myself, haven't I? I feel like I even sold my ring of lore because of that. Yeah, let's just do that. And we can throw this in there. I don't think I need this armor either, because in what world is it better than any of the armor I'm either using or considering using? And my shield has spell resistance on it. I guess there's a chance that I go to something. I don't know. Chainmail +2. That, and that can all just be sold. There's probably books I could sell. Oh, the Mastery Shield. Right. Okay. I think that's all. How's my gold looking? 288,000. That'll set us up for some purchases nicely at some point. What?
I can still feel my...
Why did she fall down dead when I rested? What is this skull about even? Linu, you're not dead. Why is this happening?
Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
Oh, what the fuck? Since my son asked me the question, came to the son when I was very young, which is unusual since my parents. You know what? I'm interested in this, but
Hey there, dear.
I'm worried
What?
about you having the skull on your face. I don't really want to go through all that selling and stuff again.
Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
What has happened? Why does
I
Linu
hope
keep
that you
dying?
return-
But why does she only think she's dying? Person who just showed up, do you know why Linu thinks she's dying? What? Linu, why you do this? Alright. Let's see what happens. Well, she doesn't have the skull icon on her anymore. Hey, look. Oh, well. Whatever. It's fine. She still follows me. She'll still talk to me. I'm sure it's fine. You know? She still does things. This is just like her default animation now. When she's not doing things, is just flop on the ground. Alright. You know, I'm not one to judge Linus for their posture. It's fine. Every Linu is unique. I'll just... I opened these, right? Yeah, I just missed the chest. Okay. Well, that's fine. Oh, hey, Revenant. Oh, Lennon, what are you doing? What are you doing and why are you doing it? Oh, we got a greater mummy. Oh, goodness. No, you take a nap. It's fine.
Let the earth take you!
You've made some interesting decisions this day, dear companion. Tome of Power. Say what? This florid, swooping, elongated hand in which this manuscript is written leaves little doubt as to its author. The wizard's mark on the inside cover further confirms that this indeed one of the many tomes of magical construction written by Hasuraman the Muddled. Okay, so it tells you about how to make a Staff of Power. Assuming... Alright, I'm paralyzed. Lenu just lays on the ground now. We're quite a pair. I'm not sure that I should leave this, and I'm just like getting further and further away from the save where she's not pretending to be dead the whole time. I feel like this might be solved if we let the mummy kill Lenu. But she defeated the mummy.
I'm all done here.
She still is doing things. It's a fairly amusing bug. Alright, Lenu. I won't question your life choices. I'll let you keep laying down on the job. Alright, so we found the Gem of Misery. But gems of misery love company, so we gotta find more gems. I guess let's deal with this one, and then switch. Now we shall see if we've corrected the falling down the new problem. We should be able to deal with the warrior mummery, right? Without healing again? I think so. Great. Lenu. Are you standing once more? Look at you.
I can still
All
feel
upright. That's great. I'm really proud of you. You've learned to stand once more. And I didn't have to redo anything. And that also makes me happy. Oh, so happy. That cage is annoying in sound. There's nothing in here? There's just like undead things? Alright. Some boots. Those look like boots of reflexes. Kinda tempted to try and buy some boots of speed. Because having haste on all the time is hacks. It's hacks really for the game because it's insane. Might as well keep saving on our linear while you do this save. Anything else in here? Not in here. Ooh.
The pack is too heavy. It's difficult to carry.
Alright. I'm sure I have some space in a bag. Let's throw the full plate in there. Handle that. Hey, oh, you got tons of space. Great. You. Look at that. Now we have all kinds of room again. So much room for activities. Were there enemies in here? No. There's enemies in here now. But these aren't strong undead. Whites aren't normally strong undead. Whatever. Two more emails. Pot of K.
Goddess, take you now!
Why am I getting messages from work this time? Oh, there's just too much work to do this week. So then I end up... The Gem of Duty. A knuckle. I'll take a knuckle now, I guess. I have some knuckles still. I don't know what I use. I think I probably don't have any use for them anymore. The only things I might have use for it are the ones from the forge. Anyways, too much work to do means that I look at emails and messages at 9:40 at night, when I've long since been done working. I ain't scared of you, Bone Golem. Oh, you're a Bone Golem champion. I'm a little scared of you, I guess. Alright. Now I'm not scared of you. a little scared of you again. It's a real roller coaster. Nah, you're fine. Can I rest? Yay, does that mean there's no more enemies? So, we should find the last of the gems and the last of the succubus items. And according to the internet, even if I do the succubus quest, she'll just attack me. Which is fine, because generally I would have liked to let her out just to defeat the demon.
I'm all done here.
But I just wanted to make sure that I would have the opportunity to defeat her if I let her out of the cage. You know? Oh, there's just a bunch of chests in here, huh? They all just potions? Are they random?
In the name of Sanin Moonbow! All done here. All right, dear.
They don't seem like they're set
it.
loot. So it could just be whatever the RNG gods say we should get. Which so far hasn't been very good.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it. I'm all done here.
Well, we got the last succubus item. So there's that. At least. We got the gem of horror. Oh, shoot. Fire elementals. Stop. Stop. Please stop looking in the thing. Attack the thing. Why are you doing this?
Goddess, take you now!
Yeah.
In the name of Sanin Moonbow!
Linu? Huh? What do you think about a heal? Well, we did it. We couldn't leave the sarcophagus, but whatever. Let's take a little nap. Take just a little nap.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it.
This door was already open. Why did it then shut and lock? Sometimes this game, you know? It's fine. Everything's fine. Great. More work. That's fine. Tomorrow is going to be a busy day. Alright. I got a dagger. I don't need a dagger.
Well, hello.
You think so, huh? I got some bad news for you. Succubi in the past have not fared well in their fights against me. No matter how bouncy their hair has been. Got a fancy dagger, huh? Okay. I don't need fancy daggers, but I'm sure it's worth money. And money will buy me other things that I enjoy, like rings of power and whatnot. Alright, so what is this? The princess hides within her chambers, never does she leave the room. Betrothed to one she does not love, she waits for a forbidden groom. Probably not honor. I don't think it's pain either. It could be duty. And it could be misery. Alright, so it's misery. That makes sense. Alright. Stands vigilant, never noticed, he stands ignored. A sworn oath to protect his master. Service is its own reward. I mean, that sounds like duty if ever I heard duty. Oh, also, they're probably colored the right way. I don't have to figure out the riddles. I could just be paying attention to the color, right? Of the blue light. It's probably the gem of pain, right? Punished. Rise in torment. Yep. Which means this is our final gem. Our gem of honor. Which gives us a star sapphire. What the heck is this? Should feel his interest. I don't even have whatever this does yet. Alright, well, we've completed this here dungeon. So now we can return. And we can talk to the woman who wanted the snow globe. We could do the trial too. I don't really want to go around talking to the trial people just yet, you know? You know what I'm talking about? The Kivo 950? You know, like, it's a lot of work to interrogate people. Boots or reflexes, as I thought. How you doing tonight? Yeah, me too. I hadn't really played it since, so I did a little searching to see if I could find it on a download, because I have no idea where my original install discs are at this point in time. So I found it on GOG, installed it, and I've been having a blast with it. It either holds up or my nostalgia is really strong. I'm not convinced of one or the other yet, but it's been fun. Yeah, I thought I was gonna lose money on that deal. Oh, a potion of heal. Don't mind if I do. What is this? Just +3. Alright, get out of here. A courtesan blade. Ooh. How? Yeah, I've had a couple people swing by and let me know about that there are still persistent worlds going on. I do like to do a bit of role play every now and again, but usually I reserve most of it for playing actual D&D. But I did try out some persistent worlds way back when it was still, I guess, an actually relevant game. So, knowing that there's still some around after I finish with the stories, I might pop in and check some of those out too. I don't want to sell. I don't need cure lights though. There's a couple that people mentioned. There was Highlands, and then there's one called Lala. I don't know. People swing by and tell me about it, and I don't know. Could be cool. Could be cool to check out. I don't really care about this oath bow either. I feel like I picked up some other random stuff. Yeah, some random full plate. Some chainmail. Just a tower shield +2. I don't need a tower shield +2. I got better stuff than plain Jane tower shields. Alright. Yeah, that's a few hundred is a pretty impressive number for a game that's, what, 15 years old, right? Came out in 2002. And, you know, it doesn't have like graphical updates. There are people still working on it. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun to check those out. I was finally at a point where I didn't remember much of the story, though, so I was eager to just play through the games again and see the story. And I've also since read the Legend of Drist's books, or at least, I don't know, like 13 of them or something like that. There's some like 20 of them. I haven't read them all, but I wanted to see if there were some references to those that I was unable to appreciate because I hadn't read it then. And there's some, like Grimnaw talks about being from Mithril Hall, where Bruner... Yeah, the second expansion is pretty not memorable. The third expansion was a lot of fun, though.
Welcome back! I hope your search for my missing snow globe is going better than my search for a decent glass of wine in this place.
Yeah, Lillian, I found it. I got the snow globe right here. Not that I don't keep trying. Oh, excuse me. Perhaps I should slow down. Yeah, you can have it. See, it's snow an still for me. Well, it's gone. Never fear. I have merely transitioned the snow globe to its pedestal in my room here at the inn using the command word. Alright, a little tipsy. Now, as promised, I will tell you how to find the word of power. The key, as you may have already guessed, is the snow globe itself. I have researched the snow globe in great detail, and I've discovered something rather interesting. Within the glass globe, there exists an entire miniature world. A real world with real living creatures. What? It boggles the mind, doesn't it? Think of the magic involved in such a process, bending the realities of time and space, constructing them into something the size of a fist, and then encasing it in an indestructible sphere of glass. If the ancient texts and documents I've researched are accurate, someone has hidden one of the words of power inside the world. Alright. Well, let's get in that snow globe then, girl. Based on my research, you actually have to go inside the snow globe and retrieve it. There doesn't seem to be any other way to get the word out. Alright, well, let's do that then. You know? The snow globe is on its pedestal in my room. Second door to the left, top of the stairs, if you're interested. Oh, if you're determined to go inside, all you have to do is touch the globe and will yourself inside. That's it? I just, like, wish? I just wish to be in the globe and it happens? Alright. If you want to go after the word of power, be my guest. Just head up to my room whenever you feel ready, but I'm washing my hands of this whole affair. It's way too dangerous for my taste. I just wanted to get my snow globe back, and now that I intend to celebrate with several glasses of the tavern's best vintage. Ooh, that wine went right to my head. That's strong stuff. On your way out, let the bartender know I'm ready for another round. Alright, lady. Just, you know, just calm down. You're gonna get yourself in trouble with female soldier and commoner. No, that's not it. Follow.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it. All right, dear. I'm getting to it.
Oh, it was this room, right? Because it has the pedestal in it. I recall. You know what? Let's throw another save. What? Okay, so there's two versions of the globe I can enter. Let's go to the one with the dwarves enjoying a nice bit of sunlight. I thought they said they were enjoying the sunlight. Dwarf drop anything? Dryad, what's the meaning of this? Your kind is strange to us. We are used to seeing only dwarves and they attack us on sight. Why do the dwarves attack you? They're insane with bloodlust. There's no other explanation. They cannot be reasoned with. They slaughter our kind with no remorse. Alright, well. Speak with Awil. She's the wisest of the dryads. Alright, well, where can I find her? She is to the northeast and not hard to find, but be careful in the northwest, for that is the domain of the immortal dwarves. You know anything more about the dwarves? Immortal? Oh, okay. I don't remember at all what's going on in this globe. Yeah, that's what you guys keep saying.
Let the earth take you!
So, if I swap the globe around, is it all the dryads who are hostile? The dwarfs is for the dwarves. Okay. Alright, so we just fight the dwarves unending. So they just reappear in this pool. Well, that's part of the mystery solved. Alright. So Hod just comes back. Linu, don't bother, alright? Let's just see what else is around. And then we'll twirl the snow globe around, and then I bet we get to talk to Hod when we do that. Alright, so there's a cave. Interesting. Oh.
Let the earth take you.
Listen, Hod. Just knock it off, alright, man? I get it. You can't be killed.
I am Arwyll, leader of the Dryads. I bid you welcome. Your kind is strange to us. We are used to seeing only the dwarves who attack us on sight.
Yeah, that ain't me. That ain't me, girl. For what reason have you sought me out, human one? Is there some boon you would ask? Why are you at war with the dwarves? Cannot be reasoned with. They slaughter my sisters and chop down our trees. It's as if they're possessed by a kind of madness. And yet sometimes I feel the dwarves are not solely to blame. I do not speak of this with my sisters, but there are times when things are not clear, as if I am in a dream or nightmare. I have dark visions of me and my sisters unleashing our magic on the dwarves and reveling in the slaughter. I cannot help but wonder if we dryads do not sometimes succumb to the same bloodlust as our foe. I think not, though it is hard to remember anything else, but within my mind there are fleeting images of a time long, long ago, a time when dwarf and dryad stood side by side. We were slaves to a terrible master, a monstrous creature of pure evil. Dwarf and Nimblite served this being, and together we dared stand against it. But the memories are clouded and unclear, a trembling reflection in a muddied pond. Perhaps they are not even real, for it seems as if our war with the dwarves has raged on since the dawn of existence. Okay. What is this place? You don't understand. Okay, well, that was useless talk. Let's finish off this map, and then we will head into the cave.
Blood and glory.
Alright, dwarf. Calm down. Is a Dryad casting a spell? Why though? Oh, because the dwarf came back. Gotcha. Goodbye, dwarf. Alright, so they both clearly have resurrection portals. I don't know if it matters which way you enter the globe first. Or if, in fact, the way you enter the globe matters at all. If only, it just matters who's going to tell you the story. So... we'll throw a save in before we enter the cave. Unless it's, in case it's different. Hod's journal and Arwyll's journal. This is the journal of Hod, leader of the Snow Globe Dwarves. The final entry is of particular interest. The Dryads came at us again, using their foul magic. The fighting was bloody fierce, but at last we drove the tree huggers back. How many times did I die in that battle, only to be reborn and slain again? Does it even matter anymore? Fighting, death, rebirth, fighting, it never ends. Sometimes in my dreams, I see a different world. I see dwarf and dryad working together, allied against a common and terrible foe, in a bid to escape this pointless existence. And I remember the fading echoes of a powerful talisman, a tool to free both them dryads and we dwarves, the amulet of ages. Is it memory of a time lost, or a hope for the future? If the dryads would only listen to reason, then maybe. But they are mad and attack us on sight. The fighting will never end, and this pointless existence will continue forever. And what did the dryad have to say? The dwarves fell upon us yet again. Their savagery was terrifying, but at last I and my sisters managed to drive them off. How many times was I slain in that battle, only to be reborn? Time, powerful talisman, beautiful memory, but they are mad with bloodlust. Okay, so the journals are basically identical. A white dragon? Do I have to fight this white dragon? If I do, then I should probably wear my white dragon armor, because it gives me a bunch of cold resistance. Alright, let's just use back at it.
You are not one of my slaves. It is strange for me to see one who does not cower and flee in terror.
Oh, his voice is quiet.
I find your courage intriguing. Visitors are a great curiosity in my world.
So I will forgive your intrusion. Tell me, Beauty One, why have you come to my realm?
Why have you come to my realm?
Your name means nothing to me, male. I have been too long absent from your world, but the word of power, that is something with which I am very familiar. There was a time when I would have snuffed out your existence for daring to even mention the word in my presence. But centuries of solitude have cooled the passions of my icy blood. I can tell you of this word of power if you wish, though its magic is far greater than anything your trivial intellect will be able to comprehend. Yeah, tell me about it. The word is an ancient magic fashioned by the creator race that ruled the north before the time of manlings. Even I was not yet hatched when they vanished from the world. I was able to harness the magic of the word, using it to shape this realm, to give eternal life to my slaves, and to make my own body immortal. Well, where is it now? It is never far from me. More than this, I will not tell you. The word is mine. You shall never have it. Can you offer immortality? Alright, well. Let's do some buffs. Dragon, you could breathe your breath on me all you want. I probably should take a swig of some potion.
Let the earth take you.
Yeah. That's because I have armor made of you. I did not mean to click off at you. breath is like a cold, refreshing shower. Your claws, on the other hand, do hurt. Yeah. I feel like I should pop a couple of these. Alright, back at it. Ow. Okay. All right.
Perish as you should.
Now this dragon fight is a marathon.
Soleno, Samatska. Soleno, Samatska.
Okay, well, at least that critical hit was a good start at ending it. Ooh, and another one. Who needs potions, right? You can just use them all fighting this here dragon. That's fine. Yep,
Let the earth take you.
it's all fine. I'm gonna need some helix kit soon. Yep, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Yep, let's throw one of these. Do another one of these.
Soleno, Samatska.
Alright. Just die, dragon. Just die, you know? What? Is that it? He doesn't actually die? Yeah, it was pretty rough. All right, so we got diamond, an emerald, ruby, bunch of gold, and the word of power.
I have seized this word of power. Who do you serve?
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally out of potions. They're just they're just all gone. I might have 2 in a bag somewhere that weren't on my quick bar. Why have you served it? Yeah.
These names mean nothing to me. There is only one name that matters to me among your kind. Morgrim.
What? No.
Tell me, do you serve Morgrim? I see you speak. Your enemies are mine as well. Morgrim must be stopped.
All right.
He must not get the words of power. My name is Hadralin, leader of the word slaves. This is but a projection of my truth. I am yet too far to aid you in this task.
Okay.
There is more I would tell you. My spell is fading. Fine.
Okay, well, I was already planning on doing that. So do I not get to loot the dragon? Like he's immortal because of the words of power? Is that the deal? Is there anything else in this cave I should care about? No? It says dead, and yet his body is here, and I got no experience for fighting him. Did it bug out? Alright, hold on. What happens if I talk to them? Oh, yeah. Okay, so now he's laying down. So, it's still kind of a bummer that I didn't get to loot him. Like, what's the deal with that? Dragon has to have loot, right? Yeah, they're pretty nice. Like, the little dripping is pretty cool. And the Sonic. Did I not open this? It's a broken amulet of wages. Okay. I want to know about this here snow globe. Because it feels anticlimactic. Okay. Especially if you were able to land one on an old RP server in the day, and if the server made them rare, you'd pull it out and walk around, look like a damn boss. Oh yeah, I liked the vampiric a lot when I played like a blackguard. That's what I liked to play way back when I was young and edgy. So I could have repaired. All right. I could have repaired the amulet somehow, is what this is telling me. And it makes fighting the dragon easier. So I'm curious. I felt like I was missing something. Clerics are just strong in this game. Like, between being able to heal yourself well, getting to wear decent armor, and then also, like, some of the spells are really powerful. Like, there's some good power words, there's the flame strike spell, like, they're kind of bonkers.
I bid you welcome one.
What do you make of this amulet? See the inscription? It is written in an old ancient tongue. Tree and forge united to overthrow the master. I can sense that this amulet once held great magic, but it is cracked and the magic is gone. Perhaps I could imbue it with the magic of tree and earth if it were whole, but the amulet is cracked. It must be repaired before I can fill it with magic. Okay. So this is what you're supposed to do with this. You're supposed to find this amulet and then leave the snow globe, rotate it, talk to the dwarves, fix the amulet, rotate it, talk to the dryad to repair the amulet. Maybe if I do all that, I can get out of the dragon fight with some more potions left. Alright. Rotate. Enter the globe. Okay, so the map doesn't really change. It just changes who is enraged. Alright, let's go talk to Hod.
Taste of my wrath!
And apparently deal with some dryads. Back to your corner, dryad. Alright, Hod, what do you make of this?
Me name be Hod, leader of this dwarven clan. We don't see your kind around here much, but at least you ain't attacking us on sight like them crazed dryads.
Yep, they're crazy. Anyways, what do you make of this amulet? 'Tis a pretty good thing, and it looks familiar. See this fancy writing on the back? An old and ancient tongue, yet I configured. Tree and forge united to overthrow the master. Can you fix it? Okay. Fire, forge, hammer, tree, and earth. Dryads have such power, but they're crazy right now. No, I know, man. You're right. Anyways, thanks for fixing the crack. Let me deal with this map coverage. Alright. That feels better. So then we leave, and we rotate, and we talk to the currently crazy dryads. But hey, I didn't even need their fancy amulet to beat the dragon. You know?
Perish as you should.
But I wonder if doing it without the amulet changed it, because I didn't see that I got any experience for beating him. And that is the part that concerned me most. Because this is getting harder and harder to level.
Taste of my wrath.
And just for consistency's sake, there we go. Alright, Arwell.
I bid you welcome.
What do you make of this amulet? Perhaps. The amulet conjures strange visions, half-remembered images of a long time ago when Dryad and Dwarf served a cruel master. Cold as death, the master, and I see it's unclear. I see the amulet forged to slay the master and free us. We set out, dwarves and dryads. The memory's fading. The master was too strong. Amulet lost, and I'm sorry. Alright, well, I'll go now. Thanks for your help with the magic and whatnot. It just gives me 30 cold resist. And saving throws against cold. But I already wasn't taking damage from cold because of my white dragon armor. And if I wear that amulet instead of this amulet, I will have less strength. So, I guess that amulet didn't really help me much at all, did it? But aren't we richer for the experience? If only I could give Linnu the amulet so she wouldn't die to the cone of cold or the cold breath every time. All right.
Taste of my wrath.
Oh. I did not know that was going to happen. Let's go ahead and pop some Divine Knights. Let's rotate a little bit so that maybe Linnu won't get hit by the breath. Okay, well this time I saw the experience. Yeah, I think just having it changes the fight because it, okay, so he doesn't have a loot. Because I was having a hard time hitting him last time, was the struggle. And I don't have any improved pluses, so I think he just must have a difficulty slider. Yeah. Yeah. Ogrim is an enemy. Anyways, I believe I was looting this chest before you so rudely interrupted me. What else you got in here? Some gold. Alright, nothing fancy. Now, does she care at all that we undid the magic snow globe? Okay. Well, nothing new to say. Yeah, the tavern music is great, right? There's a lot of great music in this game. You said that you had the soundtrack, and I got a little jealous. I think I have to track down that myself, actually. I could play it while we're playing D&D. Alright, let's save. You can overwrite that one.
You are back. Have you something to report?
Yeah, I
This
got
is
one of them
good news.
words of power.
And the gods know we have had precious little enough of that lately.
Oh, does it? Then I probably have it on my computer. I was just too preoccupied with getting the game going.
With Erebeth at their head, the Luskan forces are winning victory after victory over the Lord's Alliance troops. And all the while, Magram and his cult continue their search for the words of power. At least there is one here they will not have. My loyal network of scouts will spirit the word away to Castle Neverwinter. For Neverwinter could use more people like you.
Okay.
I am honored to offer you this reward of 3,000 if my sources are correct. There are still several more words of power yet to be found. I hope your success at locating the words continues.
Alright, well, I also ran into a lizard person.
Neverwinter counts the lizard men amongst her enemies. But your news is not completely unexpected. I have received reports of a lizard creature and her followers doing battle with Malcolm's cult.
Okay.
This must be that Hadrian you mentioned. I will need to consider this new information carefully. But this is not your concern. You must focus on finding the words. I wish you luck in your mission.
Okay, do you know where I should go?
The city of Neverwinter is for, but now is not the time to dwell on past successes. There are more words yet to be found before Magram gets his the Luskan armies. Perhaps even more troubling are the reports of orcs and some of the Uthgard tribes joining. It has not been, though we do not. You must find these. There are reports of Magram's followers searching throughout the land. I wish I had more guidance for you. Perhaps you can learn more. Lillian has promised to offer whatever help she can to end. I know this may seem an impossible task, but I can think of no other person.
Alright,
I wish you
well. She only helped me with the one word of power, though, and then she got real drunk. She was already kind of getting drunk. Let's see if she has new advice. Oh, okay.
Hey, I know.
Well, then I'll have to make sure I acquire that. Okay, so she doesn't have any info about any more words of power. Let me switch back to my other armor. Oh, but I have I can now have now that I have a diamond, I should be able to make the better astral blade. So let's do that. He's in this trading post, right? I think so. I want you to make a thing for me. All right. Where's the diamond? There's the diamond. And then somewhere I know I have just a regular longsword. +1. Yeah. Alright.
Hey, what?
Yeah, here's your gold. Okay. Well, give it to me. Jeez. Astral Blade +2. So +2 that does a D10 damage, which I think is better than my Blade of the Gladiator, which I think is also +2, but only a D6. And it's got a fancy white glow now. Yeah, well, he was certainly standing in front of the anvil to make it difficult. That looks a little more paladin-like than my acid sword. I wonder if I can make better versions of the other stuff. Next time I have just some magical, because I have the special holy water, so I can make Scales of Truth with armor, and then I also have gargoyle skulls, right? So I should be able to do the thing where I make the fancier. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. I don't know why my alert didn't go off, though. Did you see or hear anything when you followed the Kivo? Because I didn't hear it, and I shoulda done. Well, I'll have to look into that later. But thank you all the same. I appreciate it. It's very nice of you. Alright, so the question is, do I want to try and make the fancy things that I can make now? Maybe. Chapter 3 Armor. Never mind. Alright, here we go. Armor and axes. So I can't make the fancier chromatic breastplate, but apparently it's not very good. Ooh, but the white bone armor is really good. So I need armor that has a total AC of 3. Which is probably... so this presumably does it.
Hello there.
Alright. You don't have any +1 stuff, right? No. Alright, so your padded armor is the only armor that will give me an AC of 3. Fair enough. Okay. I got some stuff for you. This and this.
Hey, what?
I want you to make a thing. Yeah. Do that. Alright. Can I loot it this time? Nope. Still have to do that weird thing where I walk over here. So, this one has a 15 damage resistance, and it's +2. This just resists specific, and it's +1. So it's the same AC, but this has better reductions. It doesn't look as good with my fancy helmet, though, is the only bummer. But now that I have the fancier version, I think it's time to sell off the my original white bone armor, which was just a +2. And this armor that I'm wearing now is just straight better than what I put on, so maybe I should sell this armor too. I'm gonna hang on to the white dragon armor though. The cold resistance was useful. Okay. Great. You didn't have any fancy helmets, right? No, you had not fancy helmets. And not fancy other things. Alright. You're dead to me. So, I already did Coldwood, so I guess that leaves either Fort Ilkard or the Moonwood. We could do the Moonwood. Druid, do you have a better helmet?
Welcome, my child.
You don't have any freaking helmets. Alright, fine then. I don't want your helmets anyway. Hey, Top Cop, how's it going? Linu, I don't... Oh, that's right, you do have ranged weapons. Alright, do what you gotta do. Bunch of orcs, huh? This will not go well for you orcs. Just so you know. Just so you know, I've been running circles in my mind for hours. An orc champion, eh? Now you're a puddle of blood and bone. Yeah, cleave is great. And greater cleave is even greater. Or great cleave is even greater, I should say. Roll into an area, a bunch of one-shots, and you just pow! Linu, good news, we leveled up. I mean, you died, but we still leveled up. Alright, well I guess we better go retrieve our Linu. hate for her to get lonely. Hey Lex, how's it going? How you doing tonight?
I can still.
All right.
Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
Did you already do this level, Linu? Did nostalgia bring you in as well? Oh, what level are we even doing? 8. We're doing level 14? Is that right? Yeah, because we're already 13. Alright. What is this build? Just champion a Torm. Okay. Oh, well there you go. No nostalgia needed. You're still on it. Do what persistent server do you play on? World of Tor. Yeah, there's been a couple people who dropped by actually that still play on persistent worlds. So one person who plays on one called Lala, and one person who played on something called Highlands, and there was a subline, but I don't remember what the subline was. So I was really looking forward to just getting the story again, because it had just been so long since I played it that I forgot most of it, really, except for maybe the first chapter of the original and then like the last chapter of Hordes of the Underdark. So I just kind of wanted to play through it again. But since people have been stopping by letting me know that persistent worlds are still going on after I finish the stories, I might check out some persistent worlds. A shame that you all are on different persistent worlds though, but I'll have to check them out, see which ones I like.
Hey there, dear.
All right, so you leveled up. Good. Now I gotta go through a whole list. I don't actually. I see the link. Other people don't see the link. So I still saw that it was nwnlist.com. So no worries. That's on the low end of it. That's how that censoring works. It's to prevent you from trolling other people in chat, but I can still see what you posted. Presumably so I could decide to if I wanted to take action about it or not. But I don't. Thanks for the link. I'll check it out. Alright, so that's the exit. Let's not... Linu, don't worry about those orcs. They're out of reach. Maybe we'll pick up a ranged weapon and deal with them. I mean, you could deal with them from range if you were so inclined. Yeah, I'm more just impressed that persistent worlds are still going. I remember back when it came out, checking that there was a lot of them. Like the DM toolset was a real neat thing to have bundled with a game. A mountain giant throwing boulders at me. Who do you think you are? Linu, what is this new spell? that sounds cool. So, did someone actually make the Ravenloft campaign? Is it similar to the one that you can pick up for D&D right now? Or is it... I know the Ravenloft campaign is a remake, though, right? So maybe it's based off of the old Ravenloft campaign. That one I'm a little less familiar with. But to be fair, I'm not that familiar with either of them. Because I usually run homebrews when I play D&D. What's going on? Got some Uthgards fighting some bears. I'll help out. Well, that's fun. I hear people really like the old Ravenloft campaign. Yeah, that's fine. RP's cool. I can get into it. All right, so we've got some Uthgards. We had a cave we could have gone in.
I greet you.
Oh, tell me about these hill giant attacks. Giants came down from the mountain plateau to the north in great raiding parties, ravaging the land. They fell upon the camps of our tribe, slaughtering many before moving on. Why? You must speak to our shaman for the answers. He sees with the eyes of eagles that soar over the mountains. He knows what we warriors do not. Okay, well, I'll go talk to him then. Yeah, that sounds super interesting. I'll have to check that one out. I'll check out some of the other ones that people have recommended when they swung by, but I don't know. If I get super amped on it, I might run the Ravenloft campaign. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Top Cop. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna play through the whole original campaign and the 2 expansions on stream. And then I'll probably also check out the Persistent Worlds when I'm done with that. And then every now and again on Saturdays, me and my buddies will stream D&D. So if you're interested in D&D, I do that sometimes too. And then sometimes I play other random stuff when I'm bored with really old games that very few people play. But yeah, feel free to swing back by. I'm Pacific time, so if you're not Pacific, I might be a little late for you. But you know, if you got a chance, swing by, say hey. Yeah, pen and paper D&D, but we are doing it on a program called Fantasy Ground. So it's kind of like Roll20 if you're familiar with it. Yeah, have a nice night, Top Cop. So we play through a program, and we probably would have been better served learning Roll20 since it's free and stored online. But we ended up trying out Fantasy Grounds, which is on Steam first, and we just kind of like the polish of it, so we kind of stuck with it, even though it's cost me a bunch of money to keep it going. We're playing the Horde of the Dragon Queen, right? That's part of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign arc, and they are still in chapter 1. Because we don't have a lot of time to all meet up, so we started playing it in person, but then my buddy started streaming and I started streaming a little bit. He's more full-time than me, so we thought it'd be cool to move it back online, and it's been fun so far. They met up, so I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but the story is all about this dragon cult where you start off is that this dragon cult is harassing people, basically, and they're gathering treasure. You don't really know what they're doing, but they're trying to amass all this gold. So you give the characters have different motivations to start investigating what's going on in the world. And sometimes those motivations know that it's a cult, and some just don't, just know that something's going on. All of these characters happen to roll backgrounds that that know that there's a cult. So they know that there's a cult, and there's a city that they know has some cult ties, and when they got there, it was being ransacked. So they kind of fight their way into the center of town. They get into this keep. They meet up with the governor of the town and offer their assistance. And he's saying, you know, oh, well, there's people probably held up in the temple. We should try and rescue them if we can. There's a mill that is under attack, things like that. And so they've gone and they've saved the people from the temple, and they went and stopped the mill from being burned down. But they haven't done anything else yet. So I think we're going to play this Saturday. I haven't heard final word, but 2 people are good to go. So, and the 2 people are the 2 people least likely to be good to go, which is me and another friend, a friend of mine that is often just busy on the weekends. So he said he was around. I said I'm around. So we'll probably do it. So I DM it, so I'll stream from the DM perspective, and then my buddy Zigguroy will stream from the player perspective, and he'll do his D&D chit chat as well. So yeah, if you're interested, those are a little more sporadic because there's a bunch of people involved, so a lot more schedules are involved than just me flipping on my camera. So those happen. They're always on Saturday, and it's like, I don't know, every other Saturday, kinda. Well, here's the thing, Lex242. I also learned by playing First Edition. Also back in high school. I'm not old enough for First Edition to be my First Edition, but my uncle taught me how to play D&D, and he is old enough for First Edition to be his edition, and so those are the books he had, and those are the books he taught me with. My buddies are pretty new to it. They're not much younger than me, but they didn't have anyone to teach them when they were young, so they didn't get into it until, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago. I guess it's more than a couple years now. I'm getting so old. And they started with 4th edition, and they had fun, because you have fun with any system. I don't think the system matters that much. They had fun playing it, but it's a little more video gamey, the 4th edition. And then when 5th edition came out, we kind of grouped up, and I've offered to run some games in 5th edition, and I like 5th edition a lot. It reminds me a lot of those early editions, though it has a lot more emphasis on like role play aspects rather than power gaming, which is like to me like 3.5, even Pathfinders kind of encourages you to min-max and things like that a lot more. And that's, I don't know, I don't like getting caught up in all that. I just, I want it to be quick, fast, give me some roleplay stuff to go off of for the players that aren't good at making stuff up, and then let's go from there. But I have played a little 3.5, I played a little Pathfinder, I've played a little... I've used some... I never played 2nd edition fully, but I've used some 2nd edition things for 1st edition games, because they are pretty compatible. I even at one point had basic D&D, but I never played it either. Because why would you play basic D&D? Just play 1st edition, if that's what you're going to do. So you played a bit of 2nd edition after 1st edition. Did you still play? Do you play other editions? Where are you at in your D&D world now? Oh, that's fun. I kind of like the slow level. That feels very first edition too. You would be level, like you'd be starting to get excited when you hit level 3. You're like, oh yeah, I'm finally starting to move up in the world. Yeah, real life makes D&D pretty hard. But, you know, Neverwinter Nights, it does kind of feel that. Not as much as I'd like, but enough. That's kind of why I started playing this again, because one of our recent sessions got canceled. I was like, well, I still gotta play something D&D. So I went and found this. But I'm excited about that World of Tour is a real slow leveling experience. That is what I would prefer. There's only so many levels you can get in this game. Yeah, that's cool. Well, in like first edition, it took you a long time to get even to level 3, but I mean, first edition, you were kind of capping out at level 10, so, you know. Oh, didn't mean to shut that. There was a lot of people in there, though, but they're all a bunch of chumps. Now that I have this fancy armor and this fancy sword.
Goddess, take you now!
That's cool that they were able to pass the torch like that, and still have like content go on and things like that. That's the only risk, right, with those persistent worlds, is that the guy that created it or is DMing it, if he or she is done, a lot of times it just means it's done, or at the least it's going to be stale, even if they decide to leave the server up. So it's cool that that even though the original dude left, that he had someone. So I'll definitely put World of Tour on the list of worlds to check out. That one and the Ravenloft one both sound cool. But the Ravenloft one is more me doing some exploratory, in case I want to run the Ravenloft campaign for D&D after we finish the Tyranny of Dragons. If we finish the Tyranny of Dragons. Offers things like renting your own home, merchant, you can be a miner, craft weapons. Was World of Tour running back when this game had come out? Or close to it? Because I definitely played on one that had some of those things, but it was, you know, it was 15, 13 years ago. But I remember being able to do crafting. Yeah, okay. So I wonder if that's the one that I popped onto. It was really well done. I can't remember the name of which one I started, but it definitely had a crafting system, because me and my buddy, we played like Dwarven Brothers, and he was an armor smith and I was a weaponsmith for the little bit that we did, and it had a lot of DM interactions. Like the DM would show up and do live events and stuff like that. And then I moved on to other games. Maybe I shouldn't have. Drow? I don't remember there being drow in the original campaign.
Victory will be ours!
Linu, what are you doing? Are you trying to run after that drow? Don't do that. Okay. Just calm down. We'll go find the drow in a second. Dig Dug or Zug Zug. Zug Zug. Could have been Zug Zug. Could have been Dig Dug. I don't know. I don't remember what we played. We only played for a short amount of time, but that was the role play that we were going for.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it. I'm all done here.
Yeah, it could have been it. The world was really small back then. Like I said, all the names are gone. I don't remember much of anything. But when the first person that swung by the stream and told me that, asked me if I was going to play on Persistent Worlds, I was like, Persistent Worlds are still around? That was my biggest surprise, having downloaded the game, that they were just still around at all. Oh, hello, Drow Commander. You think you're a big man? You think you're tough? You're nothing. I know you're a lady. That's fine. I understand how Drow society works. But the quote from the comedian is you think you're a big man? Think you're tough? No, it's alright, Linu. Just stand there looking pretty. I didn't need your help with the Drow. Yeah, you know what? I didn't think Neverwinter Nights 2 was as good. The note reads, I have paid you well for your services. You must help bolster the defenses of this cave complex. My orc warriors will probably be unable to stop the elite warriors of Neverwinter. The note is signed by King Obold. Yeah, Neverwinter Nights 2 wasn't as good. It was still okay. Like, I still enjoyed it. It just didn't have the same magic. I'm also surprised that King Obold is in this game. He's from the Drift series. I wouldn't mind going back and playing through Neverwinter Nights 2 again, I guess.
Taste of my
It's weird because like the graphics are a little better in that one, but like they're not that much better, or at least I don't like them as much, I should say. They're clearly higher polygon count models. It just, I don't know, some charm lost in it, I think. Let's take a little nap, Linu. Oh. Speaking of naps, I should probably head soon. Maybe another 20-30 minutes or so. I've been getting like 5 hours of sleep all week. Why change that this day? There are caves to explore. Yeah, maybe that's it. Also, everything is so quick and responsive. The only thing that isn't is like you can get some weird pathing. But other than the weird pathing, like everything just like starts happening immediately. Like obviously the menu system is really quick and responsive. It's old and it's like it's dated. That shows its age, the way the menus and stuff function, because they feel more like a computer's like menu than I do a video game, but whatever. Oh yeah, you could completely do it by. I like to click around because I'm a little twitchy, but I do like that I could play with the keyboard if I wanted to. God, I don't remember the drow of this campaign at all. I am so very surprised to find them here. Oh, how nice of you to help out, Linu. Oh, we didn't finish killing it then. Okay, great. An unidentified kukri. And another note. Does it say the same thing? It does say the same thing. That's a bit disappointing. I wanted more information. Do we run into King Obold in this campaign? I would not have known who the hell King Obold was when I played this the first time, so it would not have been memorable.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it.
But now I know. Now I know who King Obold is. At least a little bit. Because I done read a book.
I don't think I can do that. Sorry.
Ooh, you do run into him. So there's clearly some sort of quest line that leads us to interacting with King Obold. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Well, I guess let's get out of here. These weren't locked? Okay, fine then. The controls in this are great. Like the fact that you can just like right click to get a right click menu feels just like navigating a computer. Like your control expectations are the same as navigating a computer. No worries. It's just one of the things I'm interested in is finding the things that are related to the Forgotten Realm books that have been written. So it's funny to me that clearly Obold Many Arrows is a part of this game, and that meant literal nothing to me then, and so didn't stick in my memory. Had I read the book before I played, it would have been something I remembered for a long time. Okay, well, we dealt with the cave, sorta, in the sense that we went in the cave, and we know that when we do something that has to do with Obold, we have to return to the cave. Did I loot these? This was around when I was being fought by giants, so I might not have. I did. Okay. And then the Uthgard told me to talk to their shaman, but I don't see a shaman over here. Do I? Oh yeah, it's clearly the named one.
I greet you, my child.
I regret that I cannot offer you the hospitality of our tribe, for we have little in the way of supplies, and we must keep them to care for those injured by the most recent hill giant attack. I am grateful for your offer. My power is that of the arcane. The divine healing arts are unknown to me. If you heal my warriors, may stand against the hill giants for one more battle. Yeah, I wish to help. Yeah, I'll heal some of your guys. Is there anyone else? I got you, boo. There you go. Good as new.
I greet you, my child.
Tell me about these hill giant attacks. Why did the hill giants attack your people? I have tried to divine this information, seeking with the eyes of the eagles who soar over the mountains. I do not know what drives the giants, but I have seen them battling dragons in their lairs. Dragons, you say? I want to fight some dragons. I already fought one dragon. I could do with another. They do not flee as they would if they all sought was the gold of the serpent's hoard. Their purpose is something more, but I cannot tell you. And who are you? Shaman? Nothing in the wars other Sigoli defender seeker hands. Alright.
I greet.
Okay, so you don't care that I did it. That's fine, though. Just did it out of the goodness of our paladin-like heart. Yeah, that white dragon was kind of rough. I got a fancy amulet that made it a little easier. But you know what? I think we've figured it out. We've got our bearings. I think we're ready for more dragons. Linu, she's a feisty one. Look at that. I mean, does that look like the face of mercy to you? She don't care about no dragons. I guess we'll have to settle for giants first. Man, all these exploding ogres. Missed my cleave. Alright, Linu. Watch out. You're gonna get killed by the hill giant. Yep. I told you to watch out. But did you listen? No. You never listen. Then I gotta spend 400 gold retrieving you. That's okay. We have some stuff to identify anyway, Linu.
I can still feel my...
I can't stay mad at you. Except for all those times that I'm mad at you. Alright. Got a bunch of garbage I don't want at all. Neverwinter Kukri. Yeah, there's all kinds of nonsense in here. Who wants this star sapphire? I don't know what this is for. Like, I went through this fancy tomb and everything to get this freaking gem, but I don't know what it's about. Oh, that was a waste. I knew it was gonna be two, and I got click happy. Alright, wasn't there some, yeah, there we go, some shiny armor. Full plate +3, which is 11, where this is 9. But this has damage reduction, so it's infinitely better. But what does this look like? It's very oily looking. Oh, I still had, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you talk to me again, Nurik. I got caught up. Alright. Good talk. Alright, Linu, try not to get pummeled to death by hill giants again. Dire spiders. These haven't been difficult since chapter 1. Hey Lex, thanks for swinging by. It was a pleasure to have you to chit chat. I'm happy to check out that World of Tour later, so thanks for letting me know about that. But you have a nice night. Oh yeah, feel free to swing by for the D&D stuff. That'd be great. But sleep well. Thanks for swinging by. I better kill this giant first this time. You did much better that time, Linu. I'm very proud of you. Now, this armor makes it so I don't need to worry about much in the ways of mundane. Did you deal with your guys? God. You're doing great, Linu. That was unnecessary, though, because they're dead now. what? That's okay. You're still doing better than you normally do. So I shouldn't chastise you for it. I'm going to take a new, positive reinforcement approach to Linu and see if she doesn't benefit from it. I haven't really discovered the cause of these here giants and ogres. This is a cool map, though. All these little, like, narrow walkways. Couple of friendly boars. All right. Go ahead and let them do their attacks of opportunity. We need to be dealing with this hill giant. I don't think that these guys can do any damage to me, though, because I have the 15 damage reduction on this armor. And I think that puts me beyond them. Drop anything? You did. Okay. What else we got going on? I don't remember if I managed to loot this corpse before they started throwing things at me. I did. Okay. Well, let's check around here, because I was wondering what's in this corner, and I imagine they link up. They do not. Or at least they don't where I thought they would. Oh, but this doesn't... that doesn't go anywhere? Ugh. Alright, well, I'll check it out when I leave, maybe? Which I'm not going to get to tonight. I only have maybe another 15 minutes in me. Alright, Linu. Things are looking a little iffy for you. Listen, I took on the hill giant and 2 of the ogres. You only had to take on 2 ogres.
Take you now.
And you didn't quite finish them off. I'm gonna need you to... You know what? I'm sorry. Positive reinforcement. You did a great job, Linu. You didn't die. You killed a single ogre. All good things. So maybe this other dragon has a word of power as well, and that's why these giants are being sent against it, to acquire said word of power. That would be good for me, because I need those words of power. I got a good chunk of change. I could maybe upgrade my regular ring of power to a greater ring of power. Or do I have a lesser ring of power? Yeah, it should then just a regular ring of power. What else we got going on this map, huh? More ogres and giants. Oh, another entrance to the spine of the world, huh? didn't know we were that far north.
In the name of Sanine Moonbow!
You did a great job, Linu. Drop anything? No. Alright. Not quite ready for the spine of the world. If you don't know, the spine of the world rings Icewind Dale, which is, of course, the setting of another old D&D based RPG, and where the Companions of the Hall originated. So, the Companions of the Hall, of course, being Driss, the famous Driss Do'Urden, and Bruenor Battlehammer, Regis, and Wulfgar, son of Bjornagar. Alright, let's see what's in this cave. I didn't get the debris in this corner, but whatever. It's a hill giant lair, eh? Alright, well. I'm not scared of no hill giants. I don't even think they can do damage to me. Linu, on the other hand, might have some opinions about hill giants, since they do seem to be able to damage her.
Let the earth take you!
Victory will be ours!
Oh yeah, Linu's gonna die in here.
In the name of Sanine Moonbow!
Oh, maybe she won't die. Nah, she's gonna die. You know what though? You lived longer than I thought you were gonna live. But I also didn't think you were gonna cast heal on yourself, because that's a thing that you tend not to do when you need to do.
Taste of my wrath!
You know what, Linu? Why don't you just take a much-needed rest? I'll meet up with you after I deal with this hill giant lair. I don't think you're ready for hill giants. If I could give you gear, you could handle hill giants. Because if I could give you gear, I could just make another one of these pieces of armor, and you'd be right there. You'd be ready to go. They would barely even be able to hurt you.
Taste of my wrath! Perish as you should!
Some bracers at Dex, eh? Well, that is not something I will ever use. Ooh, a trap, eh? Getting tricky. These hill giants setting traps. Gonna smash me into nothing, son. I need some help. I need a helmet that matches this armor better. My fashion is all off. But this armor is too good. God, these guys would be doing all kinds of crazy damage to me without this armor. I'd be dying like a regular old Linu. Listen, I know we talked about positive reinforcement, but she's not here. I can talk trash when she's not here. It's within the new arrangement. We positively reinforce Linus when they're here, but once they're dead, we talk trash until we get them again. That's the new official line on Linus. Oh, is this Etten just wandering around?
Perish as you should.
Who do you think you are, Etten? You are nobody. There's some bat noises. I don't think there's any actual bats in here, though. Just some ambiance sounds, like some spooky tracks. Oh, hello, giants. Your boulders do nothing to me. You honestly have a better chance with the club. Oh. Does it feel like this is going to be the end of it? I don't think that matters, though. I want to be able to not waste too much time backtracking. Oh, yeah. Oh, deeper into the caves. God. Well, fine. How far away am I from leveling again? I mean, it's pretty good. These guys aren't giving me good experience, these ogres, but seeing as how they can't hurt me, I guess that's fine. It's fair. It's a fair assessment. Alright, well, considering that is the end of it, I'm gonna finish exploring this way and come back. Did I open that? I did open that. Okay. A ring of protection +4. That would be really good if my rings didn't do better things than that.
Let the earth take you.
And the fact that things hit me doesn't really matter that much right now. They've got a dire bear locked up. Why would they do such a thing? Oh, hello, hill giant. And other hill giant. Some bad news for you. How much is that? 43? Alright. Still not great, but it's been worse. I was hoping this cave was gonna be short. I was gonna wrap up this cave and call that the evening. So now I have to see what the next layer holds in store.
Taste of my wrath!
God, the bears do a better chance of damaging me through my damage reduction than the giants do. That's weird. Alright, now we made it back to where we were before. Get loot. Some sweet giants.
Taste of my wrath!
What was the other armor I was gonna make? Maybe the Scales of Truth, just because they're very paladin-like. But paralyzed. We got a little bit of. All right, one water bottle down. Onto the next partially filled water bottle. Oh. Still paralyzed, huh? Locked, eh? Well, I've got a key for that. Some fancy leather armor. Probably just a +3 or +4. Die, puny intruder. Oh, it's a hill giant chief. Oh, this guy. This guy means business. Hold on. I did not realize. Even with me soaking just tons of damage, he still does tons of damage. Okay. I'm gonna die to this guy. Yeah. I don't got this. We're gonna go retrieve our Linu.
I can still feel my...
Take a little bit of a nap. So, I absorbed 15 damage, and he was still doing 15, 19 damage to me a swing. Whew. That was brutal. Alright, let me give a little save. We'll do this done fucked up Aaron. And then, wait. Maybe we pop some spells before we go in. Alright, let's... Okay. We just needed our good luck, Linu. Thank you so much for being here, Linu. You made all of the difference. I do miss my potions that I used in vain when I came in here, a little big dick swinging, thinking I was untouchable, and that hill giant champion put me in my place. But you know what? It's fine. Those are the lessons that we learn. And the price we pay is 1 potion of heal and 4 potions of cure critical wounds. And that's why we're back on the you done fucked up Aaron save. Because it accurately reflects what we've done. Okay, this looks like a pretty small cave, right? Like the map seems small. Doesn't seem to be more than one way to go. All right, so maybe we will be able to finish this cave off before we call it a night. Oh, there are so many Ettins.
Taste of my wrath!
Lenu, one of the Ettins got away. You're gonna have to deal with one Ettin.
Take you now!
I have faith in you. I believe in you. You can deal with one Ettin. What'd I tell you? God, you're so great. You're the best. I don't know what that spell does, but if it keeps you alive, you should have it up always. Ooh, what's in here? The cook. And a prisoner. Intriguing. Well, hello, prisoner.
Yes, what?
Thank you for saving me from that butcher. He wanted to chop me up for stew. Who are you? I am an Uthgard of the Golden Eagle tribe. The giants captured me during a raid on our camp. We fought to defend the land of our ancestors, but the giants were too many and several of us were taken prisoner. Anything about him? The captor speaking about a fire giant envoy from Clouth, who has offered to pay a great reward for any dragon eggs the hill giants might find. This I do not know, but before I was captured, I had heard rumors of bands of hill giants attacking the dragons in the mountains. They must have been gathering eggs for Clouth's fire giant envoy. Must have been. Who's Clouth? Said lives in the fortress in the spine of the world. They say even Scrog, the great fire giant king in the north, has sworn fealty to Clouth. Okay. Okay, well, I gotta go. I am Uthgard. Proud word, I shall find my own way out. Alright. I'll just, remember who saved you. Just remember who gets paralyzed opening doors. This noise is like I'm in a fight, but there's no fight.
I greet you.
Who are you? Uthgard. Alright. This is the exact same thing that the other person just told me.
Victory will be ours! I'm all done here.
Double axe.
Takasi! Oh,
I got
excuse
nervous
my
for a
helping.
second. I thought that one was going to be trapped too, and that I was just being too cavalier. You know? Because I was only down to a meager 83 health. Hey, what's up, Michael B? You're on late or early. I don't, depending on where you are. See, that's a great use of that spell, Linu. These guys take a while to kill. You die if they throw too many rocks. I get paralyzed trying to open chests. Is there an immunity to paralysis amulet? That's the one I want.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it.
Someone's throwing rocks at us. And that's the kind of thing that gets Linus killed. Alright. Back to looting. There's a barrel over here, and another door, and another giant. Oh. Alright, what do we got in here? A fire giant. That's bad. We got a note. This note is written in the flawless script of a professional scribe. The bottom is marked with an official seal in the shape of a dragon's head. A wise chieftain knows there is a time for war and there is a time for allegiance with submission to a greater power. The time for petty warfare and tribal strife among the giants is over. King Scrod has already bowed to my greatness and has reaped the rewards for his people. Now I demand the same from you. Proof of your allegiance, I require tribute in the form of undamaged living eggs seized from the layers of the dragons throughout these mountains. Should you agree to my terms, I will reward you with 1,000 pieces of gold for each dragon egg delivered to my lair. Should you refuse, I will destroy you and all your tribe. You may give your answer to my envoy, who will convey your message back to me with utmost urgency. Clouth, the terrible overlord of the mountains and ruler of the north. Now, this Clouth guy sounds like he means business. Alright, can we rest? Great. I love being able to rest.
Done here.
Are fire giants stronger than frost giants? I want a belt of fire giant strength, if so.
Let the earth take you!
I mean, I understand that a fire giant doesn't need a belt of fire giant strength because they have that strength already, because they are, in fact, a fire giant. But you know, you start fighting giants, you just start thinking about their belts and how strong they make you. And even though there would be no purpose for a fire giant to have that belt, you just think, I should get one because I'm fighting fire giants. You know? Did I loot this already? Ooh, a dire tiger, eh?
Let the earth take you!
Unable to reach target, eh? I'm not gonna lie, Dire Tiger, you were considerably easier to fight than the Fire Giant. just a regular old grizzly bear? Like, what was your plan? After I defeated the dire tiger and dire bear, like a regular
All
bear?
right, dear. I'm getting to it.
Not even a platypus
All done
bear?
here.
What kind of sense does that make? None. That's exactly right. Alright, some more fancy armor to sell. Some more gems. Ooh, I took a lot of fire damage from that one. A Davian circlet? I mean, that would look better. Yeah, I need the better ring of power. Since I soak up a lot of physical damage, I need to up my elemental damage absorption game. You know? I can't be running around taking damage like some sort of chump. Did I do this one? I didn't. I didn't think I had. I had a suspicion. Oh, jeez.
Perish
Is
as
a
you
hill giant just
should.
hanging out here? Where'd you come from? Alright, just in case there's something scary down at the end of this hall, let's go ahead and do this. So, presumably there's some sort of chieftain of these hill giants, because that's what the fire giant envoy was trying to do, recruit them, right? Alright, got some stuff to bash.
Let the earth take you!
All right, dear. I'm getting to it.
Let the earth take you!
I'm all done here.
Oh, yep. Shoulda buffed up for this fight. Or maybe not. The champion was way worse. I don't know why the champion was worse than the chieftain, but he barely gets through my damage reduction. And he doesn't swing as fast. Linu, on the other hand, is going to die to him. Ow! Linu! You survived! I'm so proud of you. Okay, we got a hill giant head, and we got some more notes. This letter is penned in a crude, almost childlike hand, and there are numerous spelling errors in the text. Based on the poorly rendered seal at the bottom of the page, it would be safe to assume this was some type of official correspondence from the hill giant chieftain. You big tough master, me no want be squitched. Me tribe give tribute and eggs and stuff. We want lots of gold. Them fire giants say, you big good master. We want be friend with you. Clouth be boss, and we be servants. Okay, so they were gonna join his ranks. Is what we've learned. It's what we've learned here today. But instead of that, we've defeated the whole lair and claimed whatever loot they had. If they had any dragon eggs already. Oh, that armor, I believe, is pretty good, but it's so ridiculous looking. Linu, why did you die to the chest?
Of my wrath!
It's a typical Linu move, you know? She's gone now. We can mock it. Dying to chest is a total Linu move. All she had to do was stand back while I opened the chest, and it would have been fine. But no, not dear Linu. She's too good to stand back while we open chests. Like we can't handle opening chests ourselves. Hey, chin up there, buckaroo.
I can still feel my death.
You're gonna do better next time.
Hey, I'll take it!
I would like to purchase stuff, and by that I mean I would like to identify and sell you stuff. Amulet of Will +3. I don't need that. Thavian Circlet. See, I don't really need that either. But it does look better with my armor. Right? Like, God, that looks better. The trouble is that this gives me charisma, concentration, and a puff and pluses to persuade. This is all things that I'm trying to do here as my paladin-like character. Intelligence, concentration, those don't matter to me. God, it looks so good though. Maybe I'll hold off. Maybe I'll be tempted to fashion it up a little bit. Every time I'm talking about fashion, I think Dark Souls, Fashion Souls. See, this is pretty good. Unfortunately, taking 15 less damage from any physical damage is probably better. Oh, but look how colorful and ridiculous it looks. Right? It might be better, though, than Mithril Splint Mail. Yeah, I don't need this. I have armor that's way better than that. Where did my... There it is. It might be better than... I have another piece of armor that... So this is Sonic and Electrical, and it's 7 AC. This one doesn't have Sonic, but it has Electrical, Cold, and Fire. I don't think there's much that will do specifically Sonic damage to me. So let's get rid of that. And then what does this do again? Versus gun. Oh, it gives me dark vision. And then this also. Oh, damn it! I wasn't sure I wanted to sell that. Immunity to mind affecting spells, and then 5 and 5. Okay, so my flamboyant armor is better than this too. So I don't need that. What does this one do? Spell resistance 12. You know what? I just can't see myself using that over soak 5 damage. The cold armor I could see myself using. And the rainbow armor, as ridiculous as it looks, I could see myself using. We can take a couple of these guys out, right? Yeah. Here we go. Now look how light we've become. have more stuff that I'm kind of like considering keeping? I guess we can throw this hill giant head in there for now too. And no, I can't fit my Stone of Recall in there. Fit this Bodak tooth though. We can sell this gold ring and this, and these bracers of Dex, and these paralytic bolts, and these vampire. What? Yeah, they're not. I won't make my money back. What's this do? This one is 10, 10, and 10 and is 6 armor. And the other one is 10, 10, and 10 and 7 armor, right? Where did the rainbow armor go? 7 armor. Alright, so it is also better than this. What does this do? Fortitude, see invisibility. You know, it's neat, but I think I can finally walk away from it as well. You know what I'm saying? Alright, just clear all this stuff out, because we don't need it. Throw that in there. I don't know what that's for, but we'll throw that in there. Let me just throw all these books in here. Probably don't need them at all, but whatever. That. Alright, did I clear all the things I'm pretty sure I don't need out? Not all the things I'm pretty sure I don't need. But, a lot of them, I guess. Cure moderate ones. That doesn't do enough for me to care about. We had 2 more cure critical, right? So let's stack those. Why didn't they stack? Okay. Don't know why that is happening, but fine. We can leave some space in those. These are all just filled with random bric-a-brac, right? They are all just filled with okay. Done with bag management the game. Once again. Nurk, do you sell the fancier Ring of Power? You do, for just like a lot of money though. But it's so good. Yeah, I'm down. can sell the lesser one. And then I'm tempted by this greater amulet of health. The trouble is that if I have that, I can carry so much less stuff. Because I lose my amulet of the attack. How much does this? This is only 55, so that's not as scary. But boy, do I hate getting level drained. We'll hold off on that one for now. You got any cloaks? You do have some cloaks. But none that I want. Well, that's fine. Baldwin's armor. Oh, this one was pretty good. But, my current armor's probably better. Charisma and regen is neat. And then it's still 9 AC, which is the same as this. But Ooh, I don't know. We'll hold off on that. I'm fine with definitely getting the Ring of Power. Do we maybe want the boots? Where were the boots? Boots of speed. All they do is give me haste, but God, haste is so good, right? I would lose 2 con, so I would go down a hit point for every level. But then I would have haste. Which, attacking faster and stuff? Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna swap that out. How does haste give me more AC than this? I don't... Whatever. I'm not questioning it. But if it does give me more AC, then I am all about it. And now I run faster and I swing faster. Alright. We made some good purchases, I think. And I think that's also all she wrote for me tonight. Because, once again, I've stayed up too late. But if I go to bed in the next 30 minutes, I'll get 6 hours of sleep, which is like an extra hour than what I've got all week. So, we'll call it a win. Anyways, if you swung by, catching up on this vid, thanks. Hey, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to keep playing this game. You know that, because I said that earlier in this video. And it seems odd that you would skip to the end without having watched the other parts. That would be a weird decision to make. But if you did, I'm going to keep playing this campaign, and then I'm going to play the expansions, and then I might check out some persistent worlds. So if that's something you dig, come on back. If it's something you don't dig, I'm sorry. I play other things, just that I'm on a Neverwinter Nights shtick at the moment. And the other things aren't much more exciting anyway. It's like a little bit of WoW, a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of Hearthstone, a little bit of Final Fantasy, a little bit of random Steam games, indie games that I like. I haven't done Stardew Valley yet, but I've been having the hankering to play it again. A little bit of Secrets of Grindia, so anytime that updates, I play that. A little bit of D&D. Anyways, I rambled on too much. Thank you. Stay awesome. Until next time.